Marco stood inside his small food truck, wiping sweat from his forehead as the sizzling aroma of fresh dough and melted cheese filled the air. The late afternoon sun cast a golden glow over the bustling college campus where he had parked, and a long line of hungry students stretched around the block. He glanced at the stack of order tickets piling up and let out a deep breath. Business was booming, but in the back of his mind, a thought nagged at him. How do I take this to the next level? His grandmother's secret pizza recipe had won over the local crowd, but Marco dreamed of something bigger. He didn't just want to serve pizza from a truck. He dreamed of opening more trucks, maybe even a full-blown restaurant. There was just one tiny problem: money. Expansions cost a fortune, and Marco's savings were running thinner than his pizza crust. One fateful day, while serving a slice to his old friend Riley, Marco shared his grand vision. Riley, a finance whiz, leaned in and said,
"Marco, my friend, what if I told you there's a way to raise money without selling your soul or your secret sauce?
I'm listening.
What if you could sell slices of your business to people who believe in your dream? Not pizza slices, ownership slices. You raise the money you need, and they get to share in your success. It's called stocks."
So, you're saying I can sell pieces of my pizza truck to strangers?
Not just your truck, your company. You turn Marco's Marvelous Munchies, MEM, into a corporation, issue shares, and let people invest in your future. If you succeed, they profit. If you fail, well, let's not think about that.
Marco was intrigued, but quickly realized this was more complicated than just shouting, "Who wants a piece of my pizza truck?" There was a right way to do this. With Riley's guidance, Marco hired a lawyer and turned his humble food truck into a full-fledged corporation, Marco's Marvelous Munchies, Inc. Now, MMM wasn't just a food truck. It was a legal entity, a person in the eyes of the law. This meant MM could sign contracts, open bank accounts, and, most importantly, issue stock. But Marco didn't stop there. He assembled a dream team, an accountant to keep the books in order, a financial advisor to navigate the wild world of fundraising, a marketing guru to make MM the hottest brand in town. With his team in place, Marco had two options to raise money: private investors, pitch to friends, family, or wealthy angel investors; public offering, go big and list MM on a stock exchange, letting anyone buy shares. Marco, being the ambitious dreamer he was, decided to shoot for the stars. He was going public. Before a company can sell shares in the public market, it needs to work with the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Think of them as the wise gatekeepers who ensure investors aren't misled. The SEC's job is to make sure every publicly traded company is transparent about its finances and future plans. Registration Marco's team compiled a comprehensive registration statement, also known as a prospectus, detailing MM's financial history, how the business worked, and any potential risks. The SEC scrutinized every word. If anything was unclear, they demanded clarifications. Only once the SEC was confident MM had laid all its cards on the table could Marco move forward with the IPO. After countless months of back and forth, the big day finally arrived. MM was ready to debut on the Metro City Stock Exchange. On the eve of the IPO, Marco was so excited he could hardly sleep. Visions of endless pizza slices danced in his mind. The financial advisor helped decide on an initial share price, aiming to attract plenty of investors while reflecting MM's true value. On the morning of the IPO, Marco stood on the floor of the Metro City Stock Exchange, surrounded by flashing cameras and cheering investors. He gripped the mallet, his heart pounding like a drum roll, and rang the opening bell. In that moment, Marco's Marvelous Munchies became a publicly traded company. Investors from all over the country could now buy shares of MMM, essentially owning a tiny slice of Marco's pizza empire. With the funds raised from the IPO, Marco opened 3 brand-new MM restaurants around the city, purchased a delivery fleet to bring pizzas straight to customers' doors, launched a premium sauce line for grocery store shelves. In just a few years, Marco's Marvelous Munchies became a household name, thanks to investors who believed in Marco's vision. He never forgot his humble beginnings: one food truck, a dream, and a crowd of hungry students. The shareholders who supported him early on were a vital part of the MMM family. Lessons from Marco's journey. stocks give you partial ownership in a company. The more stocks of a company you buy, the more percentage of that company you own. Listing on a stock exchange offers a path for businesses to raise the funds they need to expand. Regulatory bodies like the SEC ensure companies play by the rules and keep investors well informed. And so, the legend of Marco's Marvelous Munchies reminds us that with a great idea, a solid plan, and some help from people who believe in you, any budding entrepreneur can turn their dream into reality. And who knows, maybe someday you will be the one ringing that opening bell, while the rest of us eagerly line up for a taste of your dream. Hungry for more bite-sized business wisdom? Subscribe for your slice of the next lesson. Comment below with the business term you'd love me to simplify next. Your ideas fuel this pizza oven of knowledge. Together, let's keep making business as easy as pizza night. Thanks for watching. Now go build your own empire.